up next, we recognize Lean Excellence in Supply Chain in collaboration with ASQ Lean Division. The award is presented by Chris Hayes, COO, Impact Utah and ASQ, and Dr. Nick Valles, Executive Director of the USC Marshall Randall R. Kendrick Global Supply Chain Institute. The award recipient is Maersk. Accepting the award is Sally Canario. Please welcome them all up.
Hello. Is everybody having a good time? Lunch was good. That's a good start. I'm Chris Hayes. Sally, you come here. Front and center, my friend. So first off, I'd like to say how extremely delighted I am once again to be here presenting the Lean Excellence in Supply Chain Award. As I was preparing my award presentation for Sally, I realized, although it seemed like it was just yesterday that I started doing this, the first award was in 2016. And so I've been doing this very same thing, recognizing amazing companies like Maersk for a long time. I had to count the years. It's so good to see you too, by the way. So as Nick stated yesterday, the path and the focus of supply chain has changed a lot over these last 10 years. Actually, if you look 3 years ago, even 2 years ago, the focus was very different. I remember very vividly teaching a supply chain professional class, and I happened to be teaching for a company in Wisconsin who was very mature in their supply chain. And one of the gentlemen that I was teaching, as I was talking about the risks of supply chain, which we didn't even have a clue at the time, right? He said to me, Chris, I've been here a long time. I know everything that there could possibly happen. No way I'm going to be surprised. That was the day before, March 11th, when the WHO recognized COVID as a pandemic. And in response to this gentleman's comment, COVID said, ''Hold my beer." So the world of supply chain has been and is still a very large degree, a bit of a mess, but we're getting better. Each of us have felt the impacts, and some of the companies I've worked for have had good, positive experiences. Many of them have closed their doors, and so the impacts are real, as we all know. I'd like to, instead of focusing on the negative, though, really focus on the positive. And I think there are a lot of positives. For the first time, we are getting, like you mentioned, Nick, yesterday, we're getting the support in this nation and around the globe for supply chain. And that's a huge positive. We are having companies like Maersk implementing all across their supply chains instead of just inside their organizations. And of course, when we want to improve our business processes, ASQ has been around a long time, and that's our gig. We've been doing it for about, a lot of years, 70,000 members across the world. We have been around since 1946. ASQ, American Society for Quality, is quality in every aspect of the organization, and we really are the gold standard as it comes to all things supply chain and process improvement. So, without further ado, that was a lot of talking to state that this year's award recipient, certainly no stranger in the world of supply chain. They are a global corporation, Maersk, that provides transportation and logistics services, that operates shipping containers in ports. The company transports dry cargo, refrigerated cargo, and special cargo, sells used containers, and provides intermodal transportation support. The company designs, constructs, and operates port and terminal facilities, as well as cargo inland services for cargo transportation between port facilities and inland locations, such as my home state of Utah Inland Port Authority. We proudly recognize Sally and your whole team globally around the world. As Global Head of Continuous Improvement at Maersk Contract Logistics, we proudly recognize them in applying lean throughout their organization and supply chain Together, this year alone, they expanded their global CI community and took best practices in lean problem solving to a worldwide scale. That's huge. They've done training and their CI, or for their CI champions, I should say, in all 6 regions to build the culture of lean excellence. Sally told me today that they do this for their customers at the site operations level, and it's really been a great partnership, working to improve the supply chains across the globe. This year, they sponsored 3 projects, Earth Teams at USC, with the focus on their electric vehicle network design, environmental impact measures, and the optimization of the capacity utilization of their sorters. Please join me in recognizing and congratulating Sally and her global team in using lean to help achieve amazing things in the way they operate and the way they support the global supply chain.
Sally, thank you very much. Let me just say a few words and I'll pass it over to Chris. Thank you very much. As a past chair for Lean Division at ASQ, a very good friend and a colleague, and now being a chair,
yes,
I understand the responsibility that we carry to move forward the torch of Lean and its principle, Lean Six Sigma, into institutions across the world. Sally comes from a very different, an amazing spot. She was my first cohort, both the green belt and black belt, and was able to do an incredible project which called the Taco Bell, which was outside of her class responsibility, that about 10 students, we led the complete international network design optimization for Taco Bell. And that was about 10 years ago. And I am so happy to see her grow professionally and personally in her journey from Northrop, when she joined us in this program, to an amazing journey through Amazon, through Target, performance team, and now at Maersk. Sally, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. Let's get a picture in the center, and then you can come and give a speech. We'll walk away.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank Nick for teaching me about Lean Six Sigma, green belt as well as black belt, and also an individual who's out there, Jason Walker, who really has been my champion when it comes to Lean Six Sigma. Building out what we do best at Performance Team, we were able to take it to a global scale. It's been exciting and a wonderful journey this last year, building it out so that what we do best, what our secret sauce is with Performance Team, we've been able to do this at a global scale at every 6 of our regions. So it's been exciting to see this. So on behalf of the Global CI Champions, thank you so much.